WordPress has a great feature that lets you paste in a simple URL into the content editor and get a greatly displayed embeddable media of some type. It uses the technology Embed and supports the following sites. You could find a link to this page in the video notes. Let's go ahead and look at a few examples of this in action. Then, after we go through them, I encourage you to open up a new post and try embedding links to these different sites to see all of the different embeddable options that are available by default in WordPress. Let's create a new post called Top Resources for Learning Online. And the first example we're going to show is a YouTube example. I'll go ahead and add in a header, copy this URL, and then you could simply paste it into the editor, and you'll notice that it automatically converts into a great YouTube player. The next one that we have is Instagram. We'll come to an Instagram photo, copy the image, and again, simply paste it in and watch it convert itself to a greatly formatted embeddable media. We have a Twitter example as well. And notice that if it's a retweet, it shows both of those articles together. This is another popular one, Kickstarter, especially if you're building a WordPress site for someone who has a Kickstarter, or you just like to support other people's projects. You could easily do so by getting their video to display directly on your site with a link to that Kickstarter project. And finally, an example of WordPress TV. WordPress TV houses videos from speakers all over the world who present on WordPress at events called WordCamps, local WordPress meetups, and this one happens to be by Matt Mullenweg, one of the people behind creating WordPress. We'll go ahead and pretend that this applies to a few different categories, and we'll add in some tags. And then come up and publish this page. We'll then take a look at the view page, and we could see all of these displaying great on the front end of our site. There is one thing that we haven't shown, which is that in this visual text editor, you also have the option to see behind the scenes the plain text and HTML that is being used. And notice that in this format, these URLs are still there if you ever needed to go and copy them out or change them. However, if you post just one of the YouTube links into this text editor, it will not work in the same way as using the visual editor option. Go ahead now and open up the link to see all of the different types of sites that are supported and try to paste in some different URLs to see how these display inside of WordPress.